Hey, so I'm going to tell you about something I think you shouldn't be giving your money to. But if you don't care, please, go for it. Give all your money to it. If you want to, I don't fucking care. Cool? Please, every single penny. It's not my money, it's your fucking money. Don't worry about me. If you want to spend your money on that, do it. It's fine. You can sink all your superannuation into it if you'd like. There's little table lamps I've seen online that look like penises, and when you pull down the foreskin, the light lights up. You can spend all of your savings on them if you want. Remember, you're here of your own volition, not because I'm forcing you to listen. Okay? You may have seen recently that anti-lockdown figurehead and leader of Reignite Democracy Australia, Monica Smith, was arrested for incitement not long after the last series of anti-lockdown protests in Melbourne.
At the moment you're under arrest for incitement.
Have you guys been following me?
You do not have to say I do anything, but anything you say to you may report and give evidence. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, Monica?
No comment.
Okay.
Please share this video as much as possible.
Right.
Monica Smith has
Can
just
you
been
start
arrested
the
for
Just turn the car
incitement.
off for me, please.
She has some pretty onerous bail conditions. I'll read out what they are. Abide by 7pm curfew, abide by Chief Health Officer directions, not incite anyone to breach Chief Health Officer directions or publish anything that could cause someone to breach directions, remove previously published material that may incite people, not attend protests, and, this is pretty funny for an anti-masker organiser, wear a mask unless having a medical exemption. Imagine that would have been pretty tough for Monica to swallow. And indeed, she did reject those and failed to accept her bail. So she's remained inside remand now because she didn't want to actually sign to those bail conditions. After that, the Reignite Democracy Australia team did the only thing that any anti-lockdown movement can do when anything happens ever, which is, of course, set up a donation round. Now, that has reached 130,000 plus and counting. People are donating to this all the time. Let's give all their money. Let's give every single cent we have. Let's spend our entire savings on releasing Monica Smith. Enter Monica Smith's parents, who uploaded a video to the Reignite Democracy Australia page in her absence. And I think their existence explains why Monica Smith is a melodramatic cooker, because they are too.
She is the only political prisoner in Australia. There are 3 political prisoners. There's 3 other Australians that are political prisoners, but they're all overseas. One of them is Julian Assad.
They want to divide us and conquer. Praying is the most powerful thing you can do right now.
We need to wake up Australia that we've lost our freedoms.
Sacrifices attached to your prayers are very powerful.
I may sound a bit weak when I'm a bit teary, but I'm strong.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Anyway, you remember the legal action? The $130,000 donation legal action? Do you remember do you remember back in the day when we were talking? You remember? It was about a minute or two ago. Remember? Yeah. So
what I'm most happy about is that the calls went out to the barrister and the solicitor that same afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, and the amount of work that they have done from about 3 o'clock on Tuesday to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning to prepare all the documents and all that sort of stuff are just outstanding. I mean, they are brilliant men. And what is incredible for us to say is that they did not want to be paid. So they said, no, we do this pro bono. We are working with great men.
Oh, so it's pro bono. Cool. So the legal action that you've raised 130,000 and counting for is actually being undertaken pro bono, yeah? Cool. Good. Okay. That's actually it. That's it. That's all I've got to say. Do you care? I mean, if you don't care, don't worry. Just do it. Do what you like. Okay? Remember, if you don't mind that, then give every single penny you got to it. Please. Please, don't let me stop you. Don't ever let me stop you from living out your dreams, okay? You live your best life. If you want to give every penny to that, even though it's not supposed to cost anything, please give all your money. I guess that's my central takeaway here. If you think that pro bono legal action is worth spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on, if you do still think that, after a moment's consideration, then do what makes you happy. But if not, I don't know, maybe you can buy one of those penis lamps instead. Up to you. Chimpy and I want to give a big old shout out to Lucky Lance. Everyone go and give him a follow. Lucky Lance has been spending a long time now trying his best to expose various scammers in the anti-lockdown movement. So big shout out to Lucky Lance. I'm not saying he had anything to do with this video, of course. We wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. I wouldn't talk to him. We didn't have any discussions. You know, Monica Smith has an IVO out against him because of him calling her out earlier, I believe. So, of course, he wouldn't have anything to do with this. But shout out to Lucky Lance. Anti-Lockdown Ode is a tribute to the anti-lockdown movement and to the freedom that we all have to punch on in Coles. Digital only from Melbourne Fringe 5th to the 10th of October 2021. Buy tickets in the description. And in the meantime, if you love what I do, please support us on Patreon.